The long-awaited Crown Win tutorial is finally here. Today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide on how to create the perfect crown bot to rack up easy crown wins in Fortnite. But before we dive into the details, let me quickly explain what a crown bot is for those who might be unfamiliar. Now I'm sure most of you already know what crown wins are, so I won't waste your time explaining that. What I will say is though, is that grinding crown wins can be challenging. To do it consistently, you'd either have to be insanely good at the game, which takes a lot of time and effort, or you could take a much easier route, which will be playing in easier lobbies. And that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you today, how to get into these easy lobbies and start stacking up crown wins effortlessly. Stick around because I'm breaking it all in a step-by-step so you can dominate those lobbies with ease. So you're probably thinking, how can I get easier lobbies without bot lobbies in Fortnite? Well, you guys know you can't get crown wins in bot lobbies, but this method is kind of similar. The first thing to note is that this will involve another account and a separate device to your main, just like bot lobbies, but the method to get these easier lobbies is much more complicated, so listen carefully if you want to do this. The first key factor is playtime. For a bot to start getting good, it needs hours, lots of them. Playtime is how the bot's skill level develops and helps it blend into matches without drawing too much attention. Also, bot is just what we call a second account used for something like this, so obviously it isn't actually a bot, just keep that in mind. But anyway, here's the breakdown. To be considered a decent bot, you'll need at least 50 hours of playtime on the bot. But if you're aiming for something truly reliable, 200 to 250 hours will make your crown bot shine. Grind that time because it will ultimately be worth it. Next up, we have matches. The more matches your bot plays, the better it gets. The reason behind this is because it's not just about hours. Matches lower your KD ratio, which is short for kill to death if you didn't know. The KD ratio is the total number of kills a player has achieved divided by the total number of times they have died. Lowering your bot's KD ratio is critical for keeping the lobbies manageable. This part takes patience, but trust me, it's all about the long-term grind. But before we get to the final part, I want to add something which is important. When doing this method, there is a chance you will get into the same game as other people doing this method because of skill-based matchmaking, but I'm going to be going over how you can lower your chances of getting in the same game as someone else grinding and lower your chances of being killed. So finally, the third factor is account date. The older the account, the better. Older accounts tend to queue fewer grinders and more consistent lobbies. Now this isn't a hard rule as other factors can come into play, but from other people's experience, aging the account helps keep things steady. Now that you understand the three core factors, let's talk about the specific stats your bot needs to perform at its best. Keep watching because these are the most important details. Your bot should be between 0 to 10 kills ideally, keep it in the 0 to 2 range. The KD ratio should be 0.00 or 0.01 for peak performance. You can check this on your Fortnite tracker. The bot's account level must be above 13. Below level 13 will get you bot lobbies where crowns don't count. If you're using a console account with stats that don't qualify, you can calibrate it on a different device like keyboard and mouse or cloud gaming, and it will still work on the original platform. Here's a bonus tip. The time of day and the server you play on can make a huge difference. At certain times, you'll face more bots or more real players. If it's getting tough and you keep getting in the same games as other grinders, switch to a server where it's midday or evening in that time zone. Experiment with servers to find out what works best for you. Alright, so now let me explain how to calibrate your crown bot. This is where the magic happens, and I'm going to break it down in simple steps for you. First, calibrate your account in zero build mode. It has more lenient matchmaking, making it perfect for this process. Do this in reload mode as games there finish almost twice as fast. Before jumping into reload, make sure you grind 8 to 12 hours in regular zero build matchmaking to set a solid foundation. Once calibrated, keep your bot on the same device to avoid input matchmaking issues, but don't worry, the bot will still work across all zero build modes after calibration. Here are a few final tips to keep in mind. Playtime counts even when your bot is spectating a teammate, but it stops when your whole team is eliminated. Wins and levels don't affect the bot's performance, so don't stress about those. Just as long as it's over account level 13, you're good. If you accidentally get a kill on your bot and want to reset it, leave the game fully in the bush before reaching top 6. This will completely erase the match from your account stats. And there you have it, everything you need to know to create the perfect crown bot and the best way to grind crown wins in Fortnite. I know it was a lot to take in. It was for me when I started working on this video, which is why I want to give a huge thanks to my mod team for helping out with this video. And I bet there are a ton of things I mentioned which you didn't even know were possible. The craziest part to me is how backing out in the bush removes that game from your Fortnite tracker stats. Like, how does someone even find out about that? It's also important to note that no, this is not bannable. It's completely fine. It's just like playing with someone a lower skill level than you. Remember, it takes time and patience, but once you've got it down, you'll be farming crowns like a pro. If you found this guide helpful, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what topics you'd like me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.